swipe. I'm swishing, I'm swiping, but you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. I really dig it, I get it. It only takes a minute to keep my house looking this way. And you should see me move when I'm getting in the groove with a can-do attitude, or I fly so high when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. That's right. Made it a habit, there's nothing hard about it. Just 15 minutes a day. I'm cleaning and cleaning, I do my quick routines, and I soon be able to play. And you should see me smiling when I'm sprucing up this title. Only takes a little while and I'm done. And it's fun when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. Here we go now. Swish and swipe. Round and round I scroll, just once around this tub, and things are looking up, and I fly so high when I'm swishing and swiping. No, you won't hear me griping, cause I'm blessing my house today. That's right, I'm blessing my house today.
Good morning, everybody. It's cold here, and I asked Robert to fix me a second cup of coffee, which is always warm and snuggly to hold on to a hot cup. We got questions today. We've also got holiday mission number 4. So get on in here. Let's see what we got. It's a mission today. Let's see. I told you all in mission number 1 that we are into the super cruising mode for the holidays. We will be decorating, cleaning outside of our zones, and pampering ourselves. That's what December is all about. Your mission today is to make any appointments that need to be made for the holidays. Okay. Maybe you need to order a turkey, or maybe you need to get your hair fixed and cut before you have so you look your best. My sister got her hair cut yesterday. I didn't do a show yesterday afternoon because Sister Dina had an appointment at Duke. And she always likes to get her bossy big sister on the phone with her when she's talking to the doctors. And praise the Lord, she does not have to have chemo after her mastectomy. She does not have to have chemo. And she needs to lose 25 pounds. So here we go, before she can have any reconstruction done. So, folks, the Lord is working here. Let's see what else. Do you need a haircut? A manicure? Yeah. I saw somebody's fingernails last night in a picture that they needed to take their nail polish off. So, folks, I know who you are, Miss Julie. So let's get our fingernails all pretty and clean. And praise the Lord. Again, she's got some good news, Miss Julie does. If you need anything dry cleaned, if you've got sweaters that need to be done, oh my, it's gonna be, just get those appointments made. Do you need to put your dog in a kennel? Make the appointment now. If you've got to go visit family, and I know not many people are visiting family, but if you need to take your dog to a kennel, let's get it done. And let's see what else. Dentist appointment. Robert had a dentist appointment this week. make your dentist appointments. And if you don't have a calendar to put them on for next year, get your calendars ordered now. Get the calendars ordered because January will be here before we know it. You know this. And yesterday, I made the decision, or maybe it was Monday. I've lost track of the days this week, y'all. But I made the decision that we were going to extend the feather duster sale because it just wasn't right to cut it off in the middle of Christmas shopping. So, don't tell Justin. I turned it back on. I know how to do that stuff. So we're selling feather dusters like crazy. And people love them. And people love, if you got pets, you need a carpet sweeper too. So let's make those appointments and get them done so that you'll be ready. You'll be the hostess with the mostest. And, maybe it's nothing more than you just need to get your hair cut. Wear your mask and be safe. Just be safe. But if you've got blue nail polish and it's grown about halfway out because your fingernails grow fast like mine, which is a good thing, then take your nail polish off. You want to look your best. You want to look your best. Okay, folks. We got questions. Let's see, what other things? Oh, the decaf tea is in. Get it ordered. I'm going to get a bag of it today. Justin's going to leave it on my porch because we are social distancing. He went to Memphis to see his in-laws for Thanksgiving. So we are social distancing. And I just think it's the right thing to do. What else? Decaf tea is in. Oh, the water bottles. We got the navy blue and the seafoam green. They've arrived. Calendars are going out the door like crazy. They're our number one sellers right now. And then we have all our purple rags, pink rags, and silver rags on sale. The silver and the purple are on a BOGO, and the pink ones are $10. So here's the deal. Get those rags. They are going to save you money in the long run because you don't have to buy paper towels. And people are saying paper towels are scarce. They're having trouble finding them. So get some purple rags for what you would spend for paper towels. You can buy some purple rags. We have some Wise Women's tea that's decaf. Get it now. I can't wait to try it. I'll be having some this afternoon. But if it smells anything like the other, it's going to be amazing. I just love it. Leanne said she had a cup yesterday, and she said I might want to make it a little stronger. But hey, I like my tea strong, like I like my coffee strong. It's black. You can't see it in this cup because it's black. Anyway, let's get... Oh, and we have the ultimate pack. And Justin's done a video with it, and it's 11 items. It's $100 off. For $111, you get 11 items. So that's $10 an item. So folks, get your shopping done. This is the week to do it. And get it wrapped for the people you want, or if you're buying it for yourself. So I got questions. We're going to get started. Are you ready? First question. Can you show us how to make a bow on your next tea time? Well, since I didn't have a box ready to do that with, I will make a video of that for you. We did it. I showed everybody on the workshop Leanne and I did. I showed everybody on that workshop, but I'll try to pull together a video. But I can explain it to you without doing it. So you wrap the bow around the box. You go over the top, do a half twist, and go over and then come it back, and then just tie a half hitch. It's just tie it. You don't have to tie it in a knot or anything. And then you take you know how you teach your kids to make bunny ears to tie their shoes? So you make 2 bunny ears out of the ribbon. And I only use wired ribbon, y'all. Only use wired ribbon. And the wired ribbon, when you make, wait, I got a spool of it right over here. Now you're going to think this is wasteful, but it makes the prettiest bows and you get to save it. But I take my wired ribbon and I pull off 5 of these from 5 of these. It's about 25 feet of ribbon. So I buy 100 feet of, I buy big rolls of ribbon. And then you've got 25 feet of ribbon and you find the middle, put that across the top, and then underneath and do a half turn. And then you've got, let me get some ribbon out here. And then you tie bows like this, like you're doing bunny ears, just like this. And you just flip it under. If I can get it, it's hard to do, like that. And then you have a bow just like that. Now don't worry about fluffing it up yet. But then you're going to make more bunny ears, and you're going to do it 3 or 4 or 5 times on top of that bow, like that. And then before you know it, you've got, I didn't pull out enough ribbon, but you just fluff it like this on the box. And the beauty of this, if you have to travel with these packages, put the bows on there and you get to fluff them when you get to where you're going. Or they can fluff them when they get to, if you mail them. And you have a beautiful bow. Now that's not much of a, it's not much of a good looking bow, but the wired part makes it look beautiful. So I'll try to do a video with that a little later. That right there. You're just making bunny ears on top of bunny ears on top of bunny ears on top of bunny ears. That's all you do. And then when you want to unwrap the pack, you take the ends and you go psh, and you've totally unwrapped it. And there's not a single knot tied in any of it. And you get to roll it up and save it for next year. I like to be careful. And my daughter-in-law loves to get picture ribbons like this because she hangs her Christmas cards on these ribbons. I started the super cruising missions. I did not complete any of the cruising missions. Should I go back and accomplish those or only continue with the super cruising? Just use the super cruising missions. We're going to cover everything. You can glance over them if you want to. Set up your gift wrapping station. That's where I pulled that spool of ribbon from. Set up your Christmas card station so that you can address 5 cards a day. You still got time. So just jump in where we are. We can do this. We're not going to be rushed. And you can make your cookie dough right now. If you want to make cookies, you can make your cookie dough today. Yeah, you could do this. And put it in the refrigerator in little logs. And all you got to do is slice them up and cut it into quarters and bake them. And you can bake a fresh thing of cookies every day. Make some sugar cookie dough. Make some chocolate chip dough. Make some, I like canned sandies. I like oatmeal cookies. I love baking cookies. Robert does too. We fight over ovens. That's why he has his own oven and I have mine. Okay. How do I keep my routines going while my children are in their daily Zoom meetings? I normally turn the music up and I'm usually loud while cleaning. I feel like my motivation isn't there because the things that motivate me I cannot do. Okay, here's what you're going to do. You get you some of these Airpods. You tell somebody you want them for Christmas. They are the most amazing things. Then you can I usually just use one at a time, and it stays in my little container, and and I put that in my ear. And Robert doesn't like a lot of noise, but I want to hear my news programs and Scott Adams and different things. I want to hear that. My podcast I like. I want to hear those. But I don't want the noise pollution to affect the rest of the family. So I wear my earpods and our headset. Put your phone in your pocket. All iPhones came with a headset once upon a time. So put them on and wear them. There's no excuse to not be motivated. You can do this. And you can listen to me while they're doing their Zoom calls. Now, you may want to set up a room that is for Zoom calls. That's what Liz has done with her children. They have a study room in the basement. That's where Mikey does his class. But y'all, school's going to be opening up. I guarantee it. It won't be long. It won't be long. Because our children are being hurt by the lockdowns. Yes, they are. And this is all about the kids as far as I'm concerned. I've tried the Wise Women caffeine tea. Does the decaf taste similar? Well, I can't confirm this, but Leanne says it does taste similar. Justin says it smells just like the other tea. And I will have some this afternoon. And I will have tea with you this afternoon. We wouldn't sell it if it didn't. It goes through a cold process to decaffeinate it. That's with the tea itself. The stuff that makes the tea smell wonderful is added in the last step. How often do you feel someone should wash their throw rugs? I missed a question there. Okay. I would do it if they get dirty, wash them. In the zone we're in, when we're in the living room zone right now, we're in the entrance. And I have a throw rug at my entrance. And I sometimes just take it outside and just beat it with the mop handle. Just hang it over the banister on the deck and just beat it. That's what they did in the 1800s. They beat their rugs. They had tools for it too, to get the dirt out of the rugs. But if they get dirty, throw them in the wash machine. I would do it twice a year, maybe. Twice a year. And washing really wears them out. Or you can spray them with a water hose if it's pretty outside. But I would spray it from the backside. But all my rugs have a rubber backing so that you don't slip on them. So be safe. Can I use a FlyLady mop with water on my new hardwood floors? Yes, you can, but you want to squeeze the water out of it and use it damp and do your floors because it will dry right fast. But if you pour water on your floors like you're used to mopping a tile floor, that's going to be a mess because you don't want the water to run down. But if you just do the surface and not. Now, if you get a spill, you need to get it up. But you can wash your mop cloth out. Here's our Mop Pack Plus. Has two of these with it for the big mop right here. And you just wring these out. That's why we put two of them in there. And you don't even have to sweep. Just get this wet, wring it out, and put it on your mop. And the Mop Pack Plus is $39.90. It's a great deal, y'all. But if you get the Ultimate Pack, it comes in there and you just need to add some of these, and they're half price. I'm new to the program. I'm confused on how much I'm supposed to accomplish each day. So should I complete a mission, zone work, morning and before bed routine, and a monthly habit each day? I feel overwhelmed thinking all about it. Yes, you are overwhelmed because you're thinking too hard. You get up in the morning and you do your morning routine. That's it. Do your morning routine. You do a before bed routine. It's the most important routine of the day. I do your before bed routine should be done right after dinner. The the mission that comes out in the flight plan is a zone mission. It takes 5 minutes. So you're trying to mix up. If you want to do some other things in that zone, just stand at your front door, stand in the kitchen, and look at what needs to be done. So that's really all there is. We have the monthly habit this month is pampering yourself. Who doesn't like that? If you don't take care of you, who will? Who will? So your mission today, the the habit of the month is do a manicure on yourself. It takes 15 minutes. That's all. Just 15 minutes. So don't overthink it. Do a 3-step morning routine, a 3-step before bed routine. Pamper yourself a little. You know, last month was menu plan. It takes 5 minutes to menu plan. Knowing what's for dinner for the whole week. That's once a week. But cooking dinner, that's every day. Okay, where did I get to? Don't be overwhelmed. You're thinking too hard about this. You know, anything you do is better than nothing. Practicing one habit a month is where I started. We are clearing out a loved one's house who recently passed. We are too. I'm taking a lot of their belongings and furniture. I don't need the furniture now as I have my own, but could use it in the future. Should I rent a storage unit for it or just give it up? Here's the deal. If you don't have a use for the furniture, bless someone else with it. Do not hold on to things and put them in a storage unit for them to be ruined. Don't do that. Things need to be loved. They need to be loved. So let go and bless others, and you will be blessed in return. You can't hold on to things just because you're thinking poor. When you think you might need it in the future, don't do that to yourself. This is wrong. When you think poor, you'll be poor. But when you bless someone else with your abundance, then you're going to be blessed. Yep, you're going to be blessed. Don't rent a storage unit. Don't rent one. They end up they suck the life out of you. They really do. Don't do that. I need advice. I respect your opinion. How can I become a punctual person? There must be tips, tricks, some secret to judging how long it takes to do something or get somewhere. Okay, I'm the queen of this. I hate to be late. It makes me so angry to be late. So here's my little plan. I know how long it takes for me to, say, get to the office to a meeting. Not that I'm going to office meetings. I know how long it takes for me to get downtown. I know how long it takes for me to get to Asheville. So here's what I do. I back the clock up. So if it takes me an hour, when I was getting my hair fixed at Teresa's, it took 45 minutes for me to get to the hair salon. I figured in 45 minutes. Usually I have to stop by the bank and pick up some money. So I would figure 45 minutes. My appointment would be at 2 o'clock. So I would leave and I'd factor in 15-minute grace period, y'all. For traffic, for a flat tire, I'd always factor in 15 minutes of grace period. So I would round it up to an hour. So if my appointment was at 2 o'clock, I would back it up to 1 o'clock was the time I needed to walk out the door. And 10 minutes before 1, I would be putting myself together ready to go. Although I always get up and get dressed to lace up shoes and fix my hair and face. And that's how I do things. In the morning, if you have to take kids to school, you know how long it takes you to get the kids to school. Well, add some grace period to that. And you get dressed to lace up shoes so you don't embarrass your children dropping them off in school in your robe. Don't do that. That's a sure sign you're going to have a flat tire and be standing out in front of the world in your robe flapping in the wind. So don't do that to yourself. So you've got to think ahead. Think ahead. And Robert and I have the same internal clock. His is a little closer, but I learned this from him because he would always factor, court didn't start without him. He he had to be at court in a punctual fashion. He had to stop and he would always at one time he would stop and get breakfast along the way, which was not good for him because he would stop at McDonald's and places. He started eating breakfast at home like he does now, and he would factor in breakfast time and 15 minutes of grace period in case he had a flat tire. And he has had flat tires on the way. Yeah, it was the Roomba knock. So, I tell you what, if y'all don't have a Roomba, that's a good thing to ask for Christmas. These are amazing things. We've had one, we've had two. Robert has the old one in the basement because he fixed it. But we got it when I was sick, and I swear I was sick with COVID, and we're beginning to find out that COVID's been around much longer than we ever dreamed because they're testing our blood supply. People who gave blood back in December of last year, they're testing it, and 2% of the people are having antibodies in the blood. So, folks, it's been around much longer than we think it has. Anyway, back to getting a jump start. So figure out in the morning, if you have an appointment you've got to go to, get the time that you're going to leave the house. Get it done. Get it in your head. Set an alarm on your watch that tells you, or on your phone, that says it's time to leave. And set it 10 minutes ahead of time so you're not doing one more thing before you get out the door. See, that one more thing is perfectionism. It's perfectionism. So drink your coffee, y'all. The secret to doing this is to think about it ahead of time and to get a routine of backing the time up. If I need to be there at 2 or I need to be there at 8 and I got 15 minutes to drive and I'm going to add a 15-minute grace period. So you need to leave 30 minutes before the time to be there. And then that way people get to school early. You get to appointments early. If you're on time, you're late. So I always like to be there. I would have to sit in Teresa's parking lot for 10 minutes sometimes because I didn't have any problems. But I have had problems along the way, and I've had to call her and say, I'm running late. And she says, I don't want you here early anyway. So I had a good hairdresser. She's moved. I'm sad. How do you incorporate the basic cleaning plus zone cleaning each day? Well, see, when you do your routines every day, here's what happens. In the morning, my feet hit the floor, I make my bed. I go to the bathroom, my clothes are laid out, and then I swish and swipe while I'm in the bathroom. So my bathroom is always ready, always looking good for me, because nobody's coming in my house. And basic cleaning. We do weekly home blessing on Mondays. We do something on Wednesdays, usually, anti-procrastination day. And then we do something on Fridays. So that's some basic cleaning. But we got to keep our kitchens clean. We got to keep our laundry going. So when I leave the bathroom, I take a load to the washing machine, put it in the washing machine, do a load of laundry each day. Each month we learn a new habit. January is keeping your sink clean and shining. February is decluttering 15 minutes a day. March is getting dressed to lace up shoes. These are our habits all along the way. April is making your bed. May is moving a little bit every day. Just, rustling your stumps, as Robert says. June is drinking our water. July is, what's June? Swish and swipe. August is doing a load of laundry each day. September is your before bed routine. Now, this is when we reinforce these habits, but you can start them anytime. But these habits, doing 5 or 6 things every day, is going to keep your house maintained. Doing your laundry, keeping your dishes done, wiping down, knowing what's for dinner, making your bed, getting dressed to lace up shoes. Yeah, that cover I showed you yesterday. She wasn't dressed to lace up shoes. She still had on her house shoes. That's just not good. I only put my house shoes on in the evening when my feet get cold and I want to wear something warm and snuggly. Okay, that one's done. And if you don't know how to incorporate it into your day, use your phone. Set a timer. Set an alarm that says, at noon, I'm going to do a Pamper mission. Or at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to do some zone cleaning. Do the mission for the day at 10 o'clock every morning. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, set a reminder to come and do our tea time, even though I didn't do it yesterday. And I didn't do it Tuesday because of Ben's funeral. Okay. Next page. We're moving right along. When is the last day to order from the fly shop before it's closed for the holidays? So let's get out the calendar. We're going to check this out. So, Christmas Day is Friday, the 25th. I'm going to say Monday, the 21st, is the last day to order. I haven't confirmed that with Justin, but on the safe side, the 21st is the last day to order. We'll take that day on the 22nd and we'll fill all those orders and they'll be shipped out. Anything after the 21st, we can't guarantee to get there. I know you want us to remain positive, but how can I remain positive when my own spouse tells me my cleaning is horrible and it isn't good enough? He's always goes behind whatever I clean just to do it better, and it saddens me. And tell him to do it himself. I'm not going to put up with that kind of crap. I'm not going to put up with it. If Robert thinks I put dishes in the dishwasher wrong, he can fill the dishwasher. And we laugh about it. But if he's going to do that, come behind you with a white glove telling you you're not doing it right, well, then maybe he should be watching my shows because he's a perfectionist. And that is awful. Y'all are a team. And if he doesn't think you're doing it right, oh my. You just tell him to get a hold of me. He won't like what I say. I promise you. I wouldn't put up with that crap. I'm not going to. If he doesn't think it's cleaned right, let him do it himself. Yeah, I'm pissed. Yeah, I said the word. Yeah, it makes me so mad. But in his defense, he was probably raised by a perfectionist, just like you were. You're just learning a different way to do things. So don't allow him to do that. So just hand the job. If it's not done to suit him, you let him do it. And you can tell him I said so too. And it might cause problems. But a lot of times, sometimes you can diffuse a problem by just saying nothing. Just saying nothing. But I'm not the one to tell you how to handle him because I wouldn't put up with it. Nope. No how, no way. Not at all. But if you have a problem and he might hit you, you need to think twice about why you're in that relationship. I'm going to tell you real quick. Don't put up with that crap at all. If you are having a problem with domestic violence, then you need to make a plan to get away. Because you do. And we're all dealing with our husbands being underfoot a whole lot more than they've been being. But thank the Lord, my husband, if he sees something that needs done, he just does it. He just does it. If the dishwasher needs emptied, he empties it. If there are 2 dishes in the sink, he puts them in the dishwasher. So, and the Roomba makes our life a whole lot easier. But you can't let him bother you. You do it your way, and if he doesn't like it, he can do it his way. I almost said another ugly word. To heck with him. Yep, to heck with him. We're fighting perfectionism. We are fighting perfectionism. And it comes in lots of forms. And sometimes it's a husband that won't lift a finger because that's woman's work. That's perfectionism. But you got to clean your house for you. You got to do it for you. And over a period of 3 or 4 months, places are going to be cleaned that you've never thought about cleaning before. Okay. But you can't let him make you sad. You put on some Airpods or some earbuds and don't listen to him. God, I'm on a... I am on a soapbox now. Remind me to tell you a story this afternoon about perfectionism and about not being able to laugh. Remind me. Do you have any good soup ideas besides the normal chicken soup? Well, Leanne has some amazing soup. Leanne has some amazing soup ideas. And it's the mitochondria soup, and she's got several variations on how to put some cilantro in it and just different ways to make it wonderful. I may try to find her recipe for soup and send it out. But she has some great soup recipes. Sometimes chicken soup is all you need. I think I'm going to make a pot of soup for tonight because Robert and I decided that we want to have soup one day a week. And we can have soup. And I made some wonderful chicken broth the other day. And I'm gonna do that. Mighty mitochondria soup. Put a link in to it. I think you sign up for the Sprint, savingdinner.com/sprint, and that soup recipe will come to you. And next week is zone 2. Okay. Will you be making a ham this Christmas? Will it just be you and Robert again? Yes, Robert got the cutest little ham. It's this big. It's this big. So I think I'm going to save it for Christmas. And it will be just he and I. But I like to cook my ham in my crock pot. And then that way I have this wonderful ham broth. Yeah, ham broth is great. And I take this ham broth and I cook pinto beans in it. Oh my goodness. And then I've got beans to make casseroles with and to make a dip for New Year's. Okay, with such a busy schedule with 6 children plus my 40-hour work week, I hardly ever have me time. Do you have any suggestions on how I can just relax? Once my children are finally asleep, I fall asleep quick because I'm so exhausted. Well, you got a lot on your hands with 6 children. So you may need to do a pamper time in the mornings after they get, well, kids aren't going to school right now, but you may need to set out a little time. You may have little girls. Maybe y'all have a little tea party together. Maybe y'all sit down and do your nails together. You can incorporate your children in your me time a little bit, and that could be fun. Sit down and read a book. Read a book to them. And that's gonna slow your brain down. It's gonna make you calm. Just set a time each day to do something like that. And when your children go to sleep, you need to be going to sleep too, because you need to get up 15 minutes before the flow of the family. My brother in law's on here, Jay. Okay, when menu planning, do you suggest we meal plan for all three meals every day? Well, I would get a routine. This is Robert's routine. He has an egg one day. He has cereal another day. Oh, he's granola, which is mostly nuts and sticks, you know. So he has an every other day plan for his menu, and he always has those things in the house. So he really doesn't have to menu plan breakfast. And lunch is usually his favorite peanut butter or pimento cheese with some rice crackers, or they're nut crackers, they're nut thins. So he's staying as low carb as possible, even though there's a lot of carbs in peanut butter. But you have a plan, just a basic weekly plan for the lunches and the breakfast, and then dinner is something different. And you can take post-it note tape and plan your menus. Just look at what you ate last week. Well, Thanksgiving was in there, but look at what you ate. Keep a diary on your calendar of what you eat, and then you just move it down with the post-it note tape. So this will make it easy to menu plan for breakfast and lunches, and also plan your menus for Christmas. That way you can have the sausage and all the stuff you need to make your Christmas strata or cinnamon rolls. All of this. It'll make it so much easier, folks. It will. If you plan these menus. And I keep mine in my holiday control journal. I have a grocery list ready to go for all those things that I'm going to fix. And I always make my daughter-in-law 2 big pans of homemade cinnamon rolls, and she loves them. She does it, and then I'll make Justin a bundt pan of plucking bread with pecans and things in it, and cinnamon and brown sugar, and it's oh my goodness. And I cut the dough up and roll it in butter and put it in a bundt pan, and then all she's got to do is heat it up and dump it out. Yeah, that's all she's got to do. Anyway, plan for the things you're going to make. Cookies and cinnamon rolls and cakes, and let's get started with it. Okay, folks, that's all our questions. Look at us. We did good. Well, y'all, get a start on your day. Let's get some things done. Let's enjoy the process. And don't think too hard about things. Put on some fun music and let's get it done. Let's get it done. And you're going to, hit a lick at a snake. Don't be thinking you don't have time. That's your perfectionism talking. Let go of your perfectionism. And you're going to find an amazing, it's monkey bread. You just pull it apart in little bites. I've made monkey bread for and you can buy roll dough, frozen roll dough, and cut it into pieces and use it. Or you can make your own roll dough. It's easy. It is really easy. It's all about easy for me. That's it. All about easy. I love you all. I will see you at 3 o'clock. And we'll be here with, hopefully I'll have some of our decaf tea. Happy birthday, Mom. 93 years old. Somebody said this is their mom's 93rd birthday. Love you all. We have 111 people on YouTube. 111 is my number. Now it's 113. And we got a couple of thousand on Facebook. Anyway, I love you all. I will see you after a while. Bye.